So we're going to sing to him in a COVID-compliant way because we're not supposed to sing. So we're going to mime, okay? With lots of gusto, lots of enthusiasm and hand gestures for my man Vernon at the front. So you ready? I'm going to count you in, and then we're all going to mime together. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. It's miming. Ready? Let's try again. I don't know how this is supposed to work, seeing as you got masks on, but I hope you feel the love anyway. 1, 2, 3. Do you want us to count in again? Sorry, Carl wants to do it again. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. We're allowed to clap, so let's give it up for Vernon. Vernon's very pleased. There's no birthday beat because of COVID, so bless you. Right. No beats in the bubbles either, right? Okay, I'm watching you. You already disrespect me enough on Quiplash. We don't need to be physically abusing people as well. Right, it is great to have you, as I said. We're going to do a quick game just to make sure you're in the building. The prize is a triple cheeseburger voucher made by myself that I will give you next week because I forgot to do it. So you'll have to come next week if you want to claim your prize. But it's heads or tails. And guess what? I've got a coin that has heads and tails, yeah? And I'm going to flick it, and whichever one it lands on, whoever's doing that action is out. So you're looking to do the opposite of what I shout. Okay, so heads is this, tails is this. Like a bit of a hip side sassiness, you know. You know when they say stuff you just don't like? Yeah, we're doing that. Okay, so stand up, everybody. Okay. This is a big prize. That's £2.19's worth. Yeah, and the good thing is, you can use the money, the voucher, for anything else at Mackey's instead. You could get yourself a hot chocolate and maybe an apple pie. Probably not. Right. So, first of all, heads or tails, vote now. Okay, it's landed on heads. So, anyone with heads, sit down. Sandeep's already shouting abuse. It's a good thing she's not preaching today. Right, next one. Heads or tails? Vote now. Remember, this is the best burger on offer, in my opinion, at the minute, value for money-wise. It is tails. So if you voted tails, we saw you. You're out. All right, here we go. Heads or tails? Please vote now. Tom, are you still in? Are you sure? Okay, I believe you. Here we go. Heads or tails? It is tails. To be fair, Kyle, triple cheeseburgers aren't good for running, so you should be happy. Heads or tails? Vote now. You got to do a sassy side hip if you're on tails. Oh, everyone's gone for tails. This is a risky move, guy. Oh, Tom's caved to peer pressure. And Beth has. Heads! You should have stuck with your gut. Here we go. It's the last two. So please vote now. You've got to be different from the other person. So heads or tails, please choose now. There we go. We have a definite winner happening. Here we go. Ooh, it's a bit tense, isn't it? Bit tense. It is heads. Riley is the winner. You may claim your voucher next week. When I'm going to make it especially for you. It's going to be amazing. Please don't be disappointed. Or if you are disappointed, just don't tell me. Right. Announcements. Okay, so in case you don't know, Connect groups are happening on a Tuesday every single week live in the building. Guys, it is so good to hang out with you, and it's important you get booked in. Okay, there's nothing like actually hanging out in person and being able to learn about the Bible together. So if you haven't been already, please book in. It's going to be immense. The next thing is that on October the 17th, we are having an online conference, okay? So it's not here. It's at Bilston Resource Centre up the road. We are, as a group, we're going to chill there. We're going to have some food together, and then we're going to watch this conference. It's free, but you need to book in ASAP Rocky because we need to sort food out. So you need it. What time? I think it's... I think so. What time's devoted? You don't know? It's not devoted time. It's like in the evening. Probably, I think it's 5:30 till 8, something like that. There's going to be prizes on offer. There's going to be some cool stuff. I'm not going to say exactly, but there might be, stuff there. Yeah. So if you haven't booked in, book in. Completely unrelated to this, we're going to be getting T-shirts and stuff, guys. Branding, caps, hoodies, all of that stuff. Details to come. Final notice for today before we play Quiplash. On the 24th of October, we are having a media training day. So you may or may not be aware, but we've been given loads of stuff by the government to make awesomeness, and we are going to train you guys how to use that. So if you're into films, if you're into editing, if you're into presenting, if you're into anything in that capacity, we are bringing people into the building live to come and deliver that training. So that is going to be amazing. You got to book in. Those details are going to come. Okay? Awesome. So we're going to go to the big screen. It's going to be Quiplash. My hotspot is going to be on. If you don't have internet, do not tell people the password because it's my bank details as well. So if you need internet, it's X12. And the password for YouTube Live. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Don't tell anyone else. I can't be dealing with people stealing my stuff. Okay? So let's have the Quiplash on the big screen, please. So jackbox.t. Whoa! SC. Did that really just happen then? Real unknown. I'm still in shock. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's still not too late to join the audience if you want. 8 have already done it. Hello to YouTube Live if you've signed up at home. That's amazing. 9. I was just about to say, can we get to 10? And we're on 12. This is #trending. We have 20 people in the game, people. This is cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right, we're going to get started in a second. Are you in charge of it again? Right, I'll give you the cue in a second, all right. A little bit of a serious moment here, right? The last few weeks, some of the banter's been great, but some of it's just plain offensive. So I'm going to say it. Do not be that person, all right? Especially because of some of the things we've been talking about. We need to support each other. You can take a mick up to a point, but it's been going too far. I'm the party pooper. I'm saying rein it in a bit, okay? Tom's hair has grown back a very long time ago. His face is still as ugly as ever. So let's talk. Oh, I didn't say that. No, but on a serious note, think about it. If you would like that for people to say stuff about you, then go ahead and post it. But let's just use a bit of common sense. 15! That's amazing. Right, let's go for it, Kyle.
Okay, I'm Schmitty, and you are about to play Quiplash. Lucky you. Yep, I think I already know who the funny one is. Well, we'll see if I'm right. Remember, any extra players can join the audience at any time by entering the room code. Audience members' votes count. Time for round one. You'll see 2 prompts on your device. Answer them any way you want. Each answer will go up against someone else's answer, and everyone will vote on which they like most. It's simple. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it.
So this is the best attended Quiplash game we've had in the history of 180. I think there's a bit of pressure to whoever's in this game, so God bless you. Be funny. I believe in you, okay? Chris, this is your moment to shine. No pressure. You've had a fresh trim. You've got to win it today. I'm not going to big up Kyle. He doesn't need it. Okay, 55 seconds left. For those who haven't been here before, what they're doing, they're coming up with the funniest answers to some questions. And then all 23 of you are going to vote for which ones you prefer. First 2 in, 30 seconds left. That's 4 in, 5 in. We've got 20 seconds left on the timer. Remember, if you don't press send, you've got no chance of getting points. Last 2 in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Just press send. Press send. Ah!
Let's take a look. First up, something people used to do for fun before electricity. Okay, pick your favorite.
I like this one. Play with dinosaurs. Do you mean toy dinosaurs or real dinosaurs? Or Barney the dinosaur? Who said Barney's scary? You're scared of Barney? He's a friendly dinosaur though. Was get shocked like a, as in electrocuted.
Submitted by Tiffany Walsh of San Francisco, California. It's voting time.
Gangman style. I'm not even going to suggest the dance moves to that one. Justin Fever, is that a song? Justin Fever, Vernon. What is that?
Coming up next, a good use for toenail clippings.
That did not deserve to win, because that is disgusting.
Next one, what's the US
Does anyone eat their toenails in here?
Area 51? Vote on your devices.
Trump's extra hair gel. They liked your hair products, Quip, I like that.
Next in line, safety tip, don't eat a half hour before you blank.
That's just good practical advice there. I like that.
Next up, a great gag gift would be an exploding blank. Time to vote.
That is disgusting. If a Trump's not bad enough as well, like a Trump bomb, what is unbelievable? People are more scared of botty burps than bombs. There you go. Who knew?
travel back in time to 2 weeks ago. Vote on your devices.
Ooh, that's a bit deep, isn't it? To achieve more stuff. Someone's committed to their studies. I'm looking forward to who submitted this. Yeah, I like that answer. Well done, Chantel.
And next is, name a candle set designed specifically for Kim Kardashian. It's voting time.
You don't want to smell like me. I don't think I could sell a perfume that did that. Does that mean I'm more popular than Kim Kardashian? I have broken the internet twice. Not just once, twice.
That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard.
This is going to be close, I think. The real unknown has lived up to their name.
Now round two.
And they're
All
firmly in
10
first
voices
place.
are doubled. The drama.
Second round. More to play for. Let's see if everyone can submit it this time. No pressure. Tell you what, it's actually a bit tense in here, isn't it? I can see the look of concentration on your faces this evening. Unbelievable. Bethany, first place. 50 seconds to go. Thirty seconds left. 5 people need to vote. 4, 3. Last 2, 15 seconds. Four, 3, 2, press send! Press send! Oh.
Let's start this show. Starting things off.
Oh no.
Really select the next pope. Okay, everyone, vote for
The nearest bald guy. Wait a sec. Does the current pope have hair? I feel like he does. Are you saying he doesn't deserve to be pope? Because that's pretty controversial, guys. Vernon, I think yours is a better measure. We'll let Deck know he's in with a chance.
in line. A terrible name to have if you're running for public office.
Oh, there we go. That's the stuff of nightmares right there. Boris. I'm interested to see where this goes. Remember, you got to pray for your leaders. Don't just hate on them. You got to pray for them as well. In fact, you don't hate on them. We pray for them.
Next up, the perfect meal would be a blank stuffed in a blank stuffed in a blank.
Sandeep, stop dreaming of ferrets. Come on.
And next, one thing you never do on a first date.
That is good advice, guys. No bogey eating.
Next one, what really happened
That's pretty close. I don't know which one I'd vote for. Apparently, this month in October, there's possibility of seeing 2 full moons. There you have it. Well done, Bethany. That's a good victory there.
Okay, next one. If God has a sense of humor, he welcomes people to heaven by saying blank. Vote on your devices.
Both good answers.
Yo, what's up? Welcome, my brother and sister, long time no see.
Whoa! Whoa! The audience have done things there. Good job, audience.
Coming up next, what the Queen's Guard is secretly thinking as they just stand there. It's voting time.
What? I'm a little bit lost for words at that one. Who are we having to have an intervention with? Kyle. Wow. Kyle, how long do you think they've been thinking that? How long do you think they've been thinking that to themselves?
Round 2 is now complete. Let's see who completed it well.
Final round, here we go. Good job, Sandeep. You're nailing it there. You need strong foundations to hold everybody else. So
Point
that
values are tripled, and you'll all be answering the same prompt this time.
this is the last round.
Something that should never be homemade.
Homemade. Just a word of advice, do not insult your parents cooking here. Some of you do have to go back and eat their meals, so do not insult any parents here. I hope Kyle's took that on board. 18 seconds, 6 people left. 10 seconds, 9. Sandeep is still bossed. I feel like you're going to do well this round, Sandeep.
Everybody's in. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 votes. You can give
Woo.
the people one answer or spread them out.
Trust me, homemade trims don't work. Is that a homemade trim? Well, the first trim I had in lockdown drove me to want to shave all of my hair off. And that's what happened. I'm liking the preach. Whoa, how many have we got in the audience? We've got big numbers tonight. Face masks. Wait a sec, I've got a homemade face mask. You're disrespecting. Homemade dog. They don't taste very good. Trump's food. Do you think he cooks? Do we think Donald Trump cooks his own food? McDonald's every day. We've made burgers. They're the best burgers in the world. We've got some good people making burgers. Preach it! Yeah. Can I get an amen? No homemade trims here. What? Vernon had a moment of inspiration there. I love that. Did you know I was making homemade bread in lockdown? Is that it? Bethany was the winner. Round of applause for Bethany. There's some strong answers there, Bethany. Well done. Deserved winner. But Vernon, that was a strong answer. I have no idea why it was so funny, and yet it was. Right, we've got a couple of games. We're going to invite our number 8 loser in that game to come and challenge one of our other leaders. So a couple of weeks ago, we had George doing some archery, and with 6 arrows, he scored 22 points, which was a valiant effort. But tonight, we're having Sandeep battle it out to beat 22. Sandeep, do you think you can do it? 100%, that is confidence. What we'll do, we're going to bring this to the front. No, you can't. I'm going to step up on the stage, okay? Sandeep is coming up with, for the benefit of the YouTube live, she's saying that she was a loser and she's not very good at Quiplash. She went on her phone in the game. And then she looks at her phone and it says she's in the audience. So she couldn't put any answers in. And that's why she's a loser. It took a while then. Right, Sandeep, 22 points. You've got 6 arrows. Okay, no pressure. Here we go. The good thing, Vernon, is because you didn't insult Sandeep today, you're not going to get shot. First arrow. Ooh. What are we saying? Nissi, is that a 2 or a 4? Are we saying 2 or 4? Make some noise for 2. Make some noise for 4. Okay, you're on 4. You're on 4. Whoa, nearly fell over. Did you catch that? You've been framed. 5 hours left. 18 points. Don't let it get to you. So we've got John Motson in the crowd here. Ooh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. For the benefit of the tape, she missed. She's saying technology meant she couldn't shoot that arrow. 4 arrows to get 18 points. It's possible, but is it probable? Woo! 2. That's a 2. That's a 2. You're on 6 points after 3 arrows. You've got 3 more arrows to go. You do, yes. Have you seen how excited she is? So what's 22 minus 6 is she's broken the arrow. Sorry, Tom. She's going to fix it. 22 minus 6 is 16. So that's an average of 5.3 recurring per arrow. 5.3 recurring per arrow. Per arrow, yeah. You need 5.3 recurring per arrow. You want that? You want the central orange and more center. Ooh. I'm just gonna call the tech whizzes. Just checking upstairs in the TV box. It hit the 10 but did not stick. What is the decision regarding the points? Denied. You've got 2 arrows remaining to score 16 points. You need 2 8s. You need 2 8s. 2 8s to draw, or you need a bullseye and an 8. -10 on YouTube. Wow.
Stand by.
Oh. Oh. Sandeep, I'm gonna do something controversial here. I'm not gonna let you have another go, but if you score a 10 on here, we'll get George to do a shoot off next time you're both in the building. You need to stay 4 meters away if you're gonna do that. If you miss it now, George said deal. If you get bullseye, it's a challenge, a re-challenge. No pressure. Sandeep, you know the first time you ever did this and you got a bullseye? What were you thinking that day? Think about absolutely nothing. Don't think about anything. Think about nothing. You're thinking about it too much. Think less. 10 points is all it takes. Here we go. Stop thinking! Technology, finger slipping, my mask. Ooh. That touched the 8, just so the guys, it touched the 8. Apparently. It definitely is touching the 6. We'll call it a 6 because Jesus loves you. That makes you 10 behind George. So George, if you're watching at home, you are the archery champion. Can we give it up for Sandeep for a valiant effort? George, you are the winner. Well done. Well done. Right, I need a volunteer. Ryan, you're going to be my volunteer, okay? I'm just going to move this table so you can do this game without me falling over. Okay. Here we go. So, if you would like to come to the front, let's give it up for Ryan, please. Can we give it up for Ryan, please? This game is called the Cup Game. It's good, isn't it? I came up with that name myself. It's pretty good. Right, Ryan, what you need to do, can you see those cups? You need to stack them alternatively. So like one with the wide bit at the bottom, and then the next time wide bit up the top. So you're going like this, and you need to get as high a tower as you can using those cups. There's a 1-minute time limit. My advice would be slow and steady, go for placement rather than speed. In 1 minute, yeah. Okay? So I'm going to get my phone out so I can do a 1-minute timer. You will need to stand by the cups, yes. It might be difficult otherwise. We haven't started, don't worry. Okay. Do you need any advice, or would you like to say anything to people watching at home? Don't film this on YouTube Live, guys. Okay, you have 1 minute on the timer. Starting from now. Maybe let's pump the volume up. Oh, he's going different technique here. He's going for... He's making a tower. I don't think it's going to work though, because is it wide enough? I'm very impressed. How long have we got? We have 5 seconds left. 3, 2. Right, I'm making an executive decision, okay? Ryan. You still got 2. We're not going to do that. Ryan, you did completely the wrong thing. And I think it's my fault. So I'm going to explain it again. And then you can have another minute. What I want is imagining just one single stack of cups as high as you can. Because I explained it poorly, we're going to give him another go. Are we happy to do that? If you want a moment just to collect your cups. So still alternate. Do you want to do a practice one just so we can clarify what it means? So if you just put a cup on the table. Perfect. And then the next cup is going to be just like that. And then the next one, yeah, like that. That's what we're going to do. Sandeep, just because you lost the game, don't start calling out my games, okay? That's exactly what we do, just like that, okay? You can have a minute on the clock. He's chucking his cups away. He's had enough, guys. He's got a countdown, so forget my phone. Put that away. Are you ready? Ryan, I believe in you. You can do that. I believe in... Oh, sorry, COVID. Right, let's try it again. Pardon? Can you hold it? You're going to struggle to do it if... Oh, you mean when it's standing up? Can you hold the cup in your hand? Yes, you can. It wasn't supposed to be this difficult. I didn't explain it properly. At least he can't hear me whispering. Are you ready? No one likes sarcasm, Kyle. I was going to say something mean, but I didn't. Lead by example. Right, here we go. 1 minute on the clock, starting from now. Forget Quiplash for being a banger. This one is. Everyone's got a special place in their heart for this song. I'd go slow. Play the long game. Kyle will do that again. It's the 2D skank, everybody. There it is live on YouTube. The 2D skank! Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh no! Let's give it up for Ryan, everybody. Let's give it up for Ryan. Ryan, you can leave the cups. I'll stack them for you. Thank you, Ryan. We appreciate you. Okay, awesome. I apologize for those who are watching online. I was not a good enough explainer, but, we live and learn. Right, it is that time of the evening. Who came to small groups this week? Awesome, we've got a few of you in the room. Can those people who came, can you shout out what we've been looking at this week? You are a star. I am joyful. We're looking at the subject of joy this week. Okay, so tune in. If you've got your phones, take notes on your phones. This is a great message, and Sandeep's going to come and speak to us about it. So can we encourage Sandeep? Let's give a round of applause.
Hello. Hiya. Can you hear me? Hello. Oh, you can hear me now. Oh, you can't see me behind my laptop because I'm too short. Oh. Okay, bear with me, and then I'll move to the side. How are we all doing tonight? How are you feeling? Are you feeling joyful at all? Huh? The whole thing, this? Is that better like that? Can you all see me at home? Hello. Bear with me. I'm just getting some things up, which just might help me. Do you know what? Technology's not on my side today. And I work in technology all the time. But for some reason today, do you know what? It's just not on my side today. But do you know what? The Lord is. And that's what's important, isn't it? Thank you. All righty, people. Right. Hands up. Who's feeling joyful? Okay, you're doing pretty well. A lot of you aren't feeling joyful, and that's totally fine. So you're in a safe space, guys. I want you all off your phones. Thank you very much. It's not active listening if you've got a phone in your hand. I'm joking. Okay. So as you guys have just been saying, you've been looking at joyful this week, in being joyful in your small groups. So I didn't make it to small group this week, but I'd heard that you were looking at the difference between joy and happiness. You'd been looking at factors that affect your joy. You'd been thinking about times that you've probably felt joyful or not, and then how joy leads to thankfulness. So we're going to wrap it up this week about being joyful, and it's so funny because when Will asked me to talk about being joyful, my first answer was like, yeah, sure. And then I realized I did that thing where, you just don't think before you speak. And then you just agree to something, and then you're like, oh, I need to do some deep reflection into this to actually bring you something. And so I was thinking about, how's my joy at the moment and in this season? And you know what? I would say it's pretty high, but there's some areas in my life where it's just non-existent, and I don't have that deep joy. But that is okay, because God's with us no matter what, and He invites us into knowing more of His joy more and more. So God's been really kind, and actually it's been a joy to actually look into joy this week. It's been really good. And sometimes we can think that I'm quite a naturally happy person, and we can think that actually joy is just, Sandeep's full of it because she's always smiling and happy, but that's not necessarily true deep joy. And today we're going to have a look at what Jesus says about joy. But I've got a few definitions for us to look at. So we're going to look at the Oxford Dictionary to start off with, and its definition of joy. Oh, that's me. Hi. Oh, it's still me. Hi. Alrighty. We're going to look at the first definition of joy, which I looked online. It says, joy is the feeling of great pleasure and happiness. You can see it there. And I was like, okay, strong definition. I was like, I don't fully agree with it, though. Is it just a feeling? So then I was like, Googling more. What's joy? What is joy? And I came across this definition by this guy called Rick Warren, who's this guy from America. And it says here, joy is the settled assurance that God is in control of all the details of my life, the quiet confidence that ultimately everything is going to be all right, and the determined choice to praise God in every situation. And I thought, wow, they're two very different definitions of joy. And I was like, oh, okay, let's have a look into what Jesus said about joy. So I wanted to look at this one verse today, John 16, verse 22. And it's one verse where Jesus speaks and promises joy to his disciples. And the verse says, is it on screen? Because I can't actually remember the verse. But I think it says something like, you will have sorrow now, but I will see you again. Then you will rejoice, and no one can rob you of that joy. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to unpack this verse because there's a lot in this verse. It's one sentence, but you know what? There's a lot we can get with joy. So what's happening in the context here, guys? So we know that Jesus here at this point was talking to his disciples. That's who he's addressing. Now, most of us here that have a relationship with God, maybe we're on our journeys of figuring out what that even means. But those of us who do have a relationship with God will know that actually to be a disciple, that means Jesus is addressing us here today as well. We are his disciples. So he's addressing this to us. And so this was at the point where he's telling the disciples that he's going to go and die. And so he's telling them, you're going to have sorrow because of this, but I will see you again and you will have joy and no one can rob you of that. So they were about to see their best friend, their teacher, their leader be humiliated, unjustly arrested and killed. For what end? Nothing. Like, for no reason other than just the pride of man that we thought we were right, you know? And so we look here and we think, wow, the disciples would have gone through excruciating pain. But yet in that place, Jesus says, I will see you again and you will have joy. You will rejoice. So we're going to have a look at this. 3 things here I want to pick out. So guys, point number 1, you will rejoice. Now there's a reason that Jesus told the disciples that they were going to experience joy. And it's because they were first going to experience deep pain. They were going to experience loss, abandonment, sadness, grief. They were going to experience all of this, but he told them in the midst of that, you will experience joy. That's deep. So he understood the loneliness, the abandonment, the deep pain that they'd be feeling, but he told them about the joy that they would experience to give them hope. And this is something that goes with joy, hope. Okay? It always gives you something to look to. There's something that comes after the pain, the sadness, the difficulty. We're in a pandemic right now. There's something that's going to come after this, and it's going to be absolute joy. So as we're feeling like, oh, this is whack, there's so many situations where I feel like it's just whack, but actually what's keeping me going is the hope of joy that is to come, that we don't see now, but that will come. So who's had some sad days in lockdown? Who's had them Debbie Downer days? Sorry if your name's Debbie. You ain't a downer. I don't know why. Who's been a negative Nancy? Why are these all women? I don't know. Negative Nigel? Yeah? We've all been there, haven't we? Okay, so who's felt anxious, uncertain, worried? Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. Now, it's funny. I was looking at a survey today because tomorrow is Mental Health Awareness Day. And I saw a quote from Young Minds, a survey where it said that 80% of young people said in this survey that they agree that their mental health has gotten worse following the pandemic. If there's a need for that deep, deep joy and assurance in God, it is now that it's needed more than ever, right? 80% of young people. I like to think I fall into the category of a young person. Just going to say it. I'm only 24, so I'm sure I do. But this is the thing. There's that percentage that makes us think, wow, we're not alone. There's 80% of us. It's all right. But it's not the end. There's more to come. There's joy, okay? And Jesus says this, you will rejoice. That's a promise. You will. Remember, Jesus sees into the future. Jesus knows. He knows the end. He knows the beginning. He knows what's to come. But he said to his disciples here, knowing what they would first have to endure, he told them, you will rejoice. But of course, to get this deep, deep joy, how do we get that? Like, what is it? What's this joy that Jesus gives? How do we get that from him? And it comes in the line before what he says. Point number 2, he says, I will see you again. The source of this kind of joy that Jesus talks about, the source of that is literally him. He's that very source of joy that we probably really need in this season. And he's the very source of that. Imagine, he himself, and he knew that. He says, I'll see you again. You're going to see me. And imagine this, right? Well, you don't have to imagine because it's reality, actually. Jesus died and then came back to life. No one in history has ever done that. No one in history has ever ever had over 500 witnesses see them in the flesh alive after they've been dead for more than 3 days. But yet, over 500 people saw Jesus at one time in the flesh here on earth. And how do we know Jesus is alive now? Because we experience him through the Holy Spirit. He's touched our lives in ways that only God can do that, you know? And this is the joy that Jesus wants to give to each one of us and promise us and encourage us with, which is exciting. Like, imagine his disciples, they would have ate with Jesus. They would have walked with Jesus, gone on hikes and whatever in the mountains or the hills. They would have done so much with him, and then all of a sudden he's gone. Imagine the grief and the loss. I'm sure most of us here have lost someone or experienced loss. Like, even if it's not through death, just losing something. Not like losing keys, where you're like, where are my keys? But like genuine loss. We've all probably felt that. And imagine the disciples would have felt that. But imagine in a moment that was gone. Because in a moment they saw Jesus alive, and that was it. They had that joy that Jesus had promised them. He said, I'll see you again. You're going to see me. And it happened. He wasn't promising lies or emptiness. He proved it. It's amazing. So that's how we can have that joy. Jesus lays it out for us. He says, here's what I promise you. Here's how to get it. It's all there in this one verse, guys. This one verse, it's all there. So imagine he wants to fill you with that joy because he's alive. He himself is the source of that kind of joy. And my last point, no one can rob you of that joy. Now, each of us here who have a personal relationship with God know that if you just take 5 minutes to just ponder and think about what Jesus did at the cross and ponder on the love he has for you and that he did it for you, oh my gosh, you well up inside, right? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel that warmth of like, wow, God did that for me? Now imagine no one can rob you of that moment, that joy, or anything. That's what Jesus promises with his joy. So when we looked at the Oxford Dictionary, it says the feeling of pleasure and happiness. Who's felt pleasure and happiness? You win a game. I won Quiplash last week. Do y'all remember that, by the way? Yeah, I won that. Now, I had a feeling of great pleasure and happiness winning. But yet, what happened this week? I lost. I didn't even get in the game. So it wasn't my fault, to be honest. Let me just remind you guys, you at home watching, not my fault. It was technology. But listen, guys, imagine that's a shallow joy. That is a joy. All of us could inhabit that kind of joy. You buy a McDonald's, you get that, oh, yay, I'm happy I got McDonald's. I don't know, I get that joy with McDonald's. But this joy that Jesus talks of, it's one that cannot be robbed. And it's funny, Jesus, he also spoke to his disciples about how the devil will come, and his role and what he loves to do is to rob, to steal, and to destroy. But yet Jesus is saying here, off bounds, no one can rob you of that joy. It's amazing, it's everlasting. Anyone been robbed here? Okay, Will's been robbed. You guys been robbed? Damn. It's funny, I walk around Bilston with my Mac laptop, and I'm like, it's going to happen at some point, but I kind of blot it to the back of my head, like, no, it's fine, no one's going to rob me. I hope it doesn't happen after this, But you know what, it'll be fine, But imagine, just think about it, in this season as well, it can feel a lot like life is robbing us, right? I don't know about you, I felt like lockdowns robbed me of a lot of plans I had. I had some plans to travel, I had some plans to see people, I had some really nice plans, and they all got washed away when COVID happened. But listen, joy from Jesus cannot be robbed. So imagine you can have things taken away from you, right? And you can have other things robbed, but the joy from Jesus cannot be robbed. And so it's always good to remember with this, feelings, you can feel like sad, if something's robbed, but feelings are not fact. Feelings are feelings. Okay? And the truth is, according to Jesus, that no one can rob us of the joy that he gives, where he's the source of it. Okay? So my question to you tonight, have you got that joy from Jesus? Have you experienced that? And if you haven't, don't worry. It's not like, oh my gosh, I've never experienced it. Listen, you will rejoice, and no one can rob you of that joy. And all you got to do is come and see Jesus. He sees you, and he absolutely adores you. And I tell you something, guys, there might be some of us here who are experiencing sadness, or we're worried about things and stuff like that. But I say to you in that situation, you will rejoice. No one can rob you of that joy. And it's funny because to experience really deep joy, you have to have experienced some kind of pain first to really get the fullness out of that joy. It's like you can't experience the love of God until you've experienced the lack of God. You just can't. You understand the fullness of things when you've realized, where you've experienced the emptiness of things. These opposites have to go well together. They come as a pair almost. That's why Jesus knew they're going to go through so much sadness and pain. But my joy is going to be on the other side for them. How exciting is that? How exciting is that you can start that other side today? It doesn't have to wait till 2021 to be like, oh, but when I wake up on New Year's Day and coronavirus is gone, I'm going to have that joy. Jesus is like, I'm the source. You can have that joy right now. You can choose and pursue that joy. That's exciting. So think about that, guys. Think about what Jesus said. This is one verse. I think this blows out the Oxford Dictionary's definition, okay? That's what I think. So it says, so you have sorrow now, but I will see you again. Then you will rejoice, and no one can rob you of that joy. So I'm just going to pray for us really quick right now, and then we'll get on with some nice games. Yes? Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Lord Jesus, we just thank you for this amazing Bible verse, Lord, that you spoke thousands of years ago, but that we can read today and experience. And I just pray today for those of us in this room and those watching at home, Lord, that from this day forward, we would experience some newness of your joy. Jesus, I pray we'd have times where we can come and sit with you and experience you. And Lord, I just pray that you would just fill us with your joy, Lord, and let us really experience that joy amidst the pain, Lord, or the sadness or whatever we're feeling. I pray that your truth would reign over us even more. And we thank you, Jesus, that we can stand on your truth and your words. And I pray this in your name alone. Amen. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're feeling joyful. But yes, thank you for having me. I have been your host. There we go. Woo!
Thank you, Sandy. That was amazing. Who was encouraged by that? Yeah, I'm there with you for that. So, really well done. Thank you for that. And look, I think Sandeep said so many amazing points there. But the one thing that really stood out to me was that statistic that 80% of young people feel like their mental health has declined during COVID. And that's probably, I can believe that. And what I want to say to you guys here, and any of the youth who are tuning in at home, is that Oneighty, we're here for you. Things are hard. Like, not everyone's going to understand what you're going through, but we do care. So if anything that you're going through is affecting you, or you want to speak to someone, we're more than happy to hang out with you. We're more than happy to talk to you. Starting from next week and moving on, we're going to be doing some mentoring in the building. So if that is something that you would benefit from, if you want to talk to a leader who can listen, maybe provide a little bit of advice about what you're going through, then that is available. You need to message us and let us know if that is you. And of course, we will see what we can do to get that set up. It's so important that you do speak to someone if you need to. Right. Awesome. Cool. I'm pumped. Guys, we're going to do something new. Oh, indeed. We've got a new game online that we are going to try. Now, we haven't done this properly in the person. We had like a brief go on Wednesday in Connect Group. And what I'd say is, if for this game, you can have, I think, up to 8 people. But if you're going to be doing it, you've got to feel quite comfortable with. It helps if you can present. If not, you have to have a really good idea. You need to have a good brain to be able to think of a problem and then fix the problem. So with that being said, we're going to have, there it is behind us. This is exciting. Who knows how this is going to go? This is a Oneighty exclusive. Yeah, there is an audience. It comes up, I think, on the next screen. Oh, no, it's just up here. I think it's important if we can have the audio with this, just because I don't exactly know what to do. Josh, are we good with, like, child-friendly settings? Just checking. Horrible experience happened in school. Not appropriate for YouTube Live, anyway. Ryan, is that you? We'll give it a couple of seconds for more people to join in. It's jackbox.tv. And then our code is BAZF. We've got 9 in the audience. We had 22 in the audience earlier. How amazing was that? Epic. Let's see if we can beat that this evening. Or in this game. We're up to 11. Has everyone read what it says at the bottom right? Oh my days. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Last couple of seconds and we're going to start it off. I didn't hear that. Right, I think we're going to give it a shot. Ryan, if you can press whatever you need to press. It was a C chord.
Hello, welcome to the seminar. My name is Toby, and this is my ex-wife.
Lena! And together, we are about to change your lives.
That's right, Lena. We've got a packed room of 8. But more importantly, this room is packed with future millionaires.
Great! So now that the doors are securely locked, let's get down to brass tacks. How are we going to make you rich?
Simple. By unlocking your potential. The potential to invent. And as Lena said, the doors are securely locked. Kicking them can only injure you.
Now everybody knows the best inventions solve big problems.
That's right, Lena. And to identify those big problems, we'll need to do something we call market research.
On your device, you're going to receive 2 fill-in-the-blank prompts. Type in anything at all.
And voila, you've created a problem.
Now your created problems get sent to the other attendees to inspire their creative masterpieces.
So let's get to it.
We're up to 18 in the audience now. Can we beat 22? Bit of swing music. There's some very inspiring quotes that come up as well. We're on 24, guys. 25!
We're halfway there.
There's some good quotes for your Snapchat here, Kyle. Are you paying attention? Don't do that for your GCSEs, okay? It doesn't go well. I heard that, Shami.
Quit dawdling. Time's almost up.
Oh, that's it.
Now look at your device. You've got somebody else's problems.
Been there.
Simply pick the one you want to solve.
So, for the benefit of YouTube Live, on people's phones, they've been sent problems
That's
that they
half
need
your
to
time.
now pick to fix.
Let's
We're on
get a move
26
on.
in the
Time's
audience.
almost up.
I don't know about you, but I feel quite tense. This could go either way.
Fantastic. Now it's time to solve that problem.
That's right. This is the pivotal moment where you bring your designs to life using nothing but a pen and paper.
But we ran out of paper, so you'll have to use some cocktail napkins.
So you've got to draw
And
your
remember,
invention.
color is your friend.
Real life drawing your invention. I bet you wish you paid attention in art now. These pop-up tips are inspirational and a half.
We're at the halfway point.
The laptop heard you crisscross. Insane. About a third of the time left. We've hit 30. Woo! About 10 seconds.
Hey, let's wrap those drawings up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are all naturals.
I was just gonna say that. Okay, so now let's bring it all home. Give it a title.
And a snazzy tagline.
Something that makes people say, take all my money, take it right now.
Let's go.
So they're adding a title to their drawing and then a way of branding it as well. The audience is on 35 people. That is insane. If you're joining in with us, it is lovely to see you. Revival is happening in the game. I've got to
We're
say, no
halfway
friends have
there.
ever tried to sell me leggings or oils. It's an image you don't need to see. You got about 20 seconds. 10.
Not to
9,
rush you, but the clock's
8,
a ticking.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Great. Now, each of you will present your creation with our amazing presentation tool.
Really sell yourself, too. This is no time to be shy.
Exactly. Now, let's see those inventions.
So this is, you get an opportunity to sell it to people. This is your opportunity to really win the room and the audience over.
Stand clear and watch us work. Hey, Tobes, seems as if you have a problem.
I sure do, Lena. I hate dating because of this.
That's a doozy. Well, have I got just the thing for you. It's something I like to call.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. But what does it look like?
Glad you asked. Take a look at this.
Picasso couldn't have drawn it better himself. This looks great, Lena, but without a tagline, I'm afraid I just won't remember it.
Not to worry, my easily influenced friend. Soon every billboard will read this.
I'll buy 5.
It's truly special. And that's how it's done, everybody.
Oh, here we go, Chris. It's your opportunity to present. You need to look at the options on your phone as well.
I won't go into my basement because I might find this.
Well, I've got a solution. Just call it.
My prayers have been answered, but what's it look like?
Well, take a look, silly.
Wowee! But it's all poopy without a tagline.
Is that
Ready,
ice
Fred?
cream?
And scene.
I don't even know what happened there. Sandeep, this is your moment to present to the whole room your epic idea. You got to present it. Wow. The moody woman who's smiling. I would be moody if I didn't have a nose either. Now, Kyle, you can present
I'm too
this if you want.
embarrassed to have guests because of this.
Well, I've got a solution. I call it.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Take a look-see. Pretty cool, huh?
Freaking out. Give me that tagline.
Well, you're in luck.
And scene.
That was different. You have to choose something on your device, I think.
I have a crippling fear of choking on this.
Yeah.
That's going around. But there's
That
a
is scary.
solution. It's called,
Show me those sweetheart skills.
well, looky here.
Ooh, give me that tagline.
Here it is. And scene.
I love the tagline. Holy noodles. Holy noodles. It's so nice, I said it twice. Holy noodles.
I'm just too tired to do this.
Can I get an
Well, I've got
amen?
you covered. It's simply
Yeah,
called.
I see that.
I'm excited already. Let's see it.
Let me show
Shoot
you.
your...
Take that, haters.
Now let's see that drawing. I mean tagline.
Get ready. And that's how it's done, everybody.
Why is... It's like a cross of the Teletubby son. Where is Brenda? That's the... Brenda, if you're at home, where are you? Don't need to answer if you're at home.
I've been denied access to this.
Well, I've got the fix. I'd like to call it.
What's it look like?
Ready? Take a look.
It's practically making love to my eyes. Tagline time.
Here we go.
And scene.
That was inspirational.
Great job, everyone.
Was there a reason
Now,
you were
each of
wearing
you
a
has been
tartan
given some
skirt?
money tokens. Give your largest chip to your favorite invention, your second largest to your second favorite, and so on.
So
And
this is
those
where
of
the
you in
audience
audience
gets
get a chip
involved,
to
voting
invest
for your
too.
favourites.
Now let's make some money.
I've got to say, the drawing was better than I anticipated.
We're halfway home. Tick-tock, time's running out.
Last few options, last few seconds.
Great. Now let's see which inventions got people
So
excited.
you got the money.
You'll need to acquire $1,200 in capital to not only fund your invention, but also net yourself a $500 funding bonus.
Invest in a successful invention and get double your money back. But if it fails, they keep your cash.
Let's see how you did.
Well done.
Good job.
I don't know if I should be congratulating you, but...
Oh, too bad.
That does not feel good. Oh. Hey, big spender.
Punching.
Good job there.
Close, but no cigar.
Oh,
Sorry, Charlie.
failed.
Good job.
Ooh.
Ooh, a swing and a miss.
Unlucky.
Okay, that's it.
Final round.
Okay, for the final round, let's switch it up a bit.
Instead of solving different problems, you'll all tackle the same problem.
The
How
same
much fun
problem.
Is that?
We're going to give you more money to invest.
What is the
but now
problem?
There's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck. And the honor of choosing that final problem
I'm a little
goes
bit nervous
to
again.
You. Simply select the problem you want everyone to solve.
Is anyone else concerned that the light bulb's hand
Good
is
choice.
bigger than its arm?
Okay, you know what's next.
Oh dear.
Let's draw.
You've been grossed out by Donald Trump. I'm a bit scared about what the solution will be for this. I would recommend prayer and petition. Keep it scriptural. About halfway
That's
there.
half your time.
Only a few seconds left to draw.
Quick, 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 quick.
Okay, time for titles and taglines.
Titles and taglines. Who likes the bossa nova? Life is an escalator. If you aren't careful, you could lose a toe. That's why you shouldn't wear flip-flops. I've only just noticed that there's presumably steam coming from the mugs. This only took me about 20 minutes.
We're halfway home.
That is some good advice there. Whatever thing that looks most like a pen, use that one. Just be careful which one you
Gonna
stick
move
up.
on. Time's almost up.
Sound advice there.
Okay, this is your last chance to impress, so
Here we
don't
go.
hold anything back.
Let's see this idea. I get grossed out by Donald Trump. So, the magic brush. Which is my screensaver. Thank you. Wow, that's a magic brush. Wow, with this in his hair. I like the definition in the bristles there. Nice attempt. A disciple. So how do they fix the Donald Trump
I'm
problem?
incredibly grossed out by this.
Then I've got something for you. It's simply
What you
called
need is
I gotta see this.
Take a gander.
destroy the orange.
You don't get that in Whiplash.
I'm tired of faking enthusiasm. Show me that tagline.
Let's see it. And scene.
Effective name.
I'm incredibly grossed out by this.
Then I've got the perfect solution. It's called
Art me up already.
Take a Look.
Me see no Trumpy.
Nito.
Sunglasses.
With a tagline.
Then take a gander.
Oh, that's
here.
inspired.
And scene.
You can't see it, it doesn't exist. That's my attempt at cleaning. Vernon is out the building. I don't know what happens here now.
I'm incredibly grossed out by this.
Well, I've got a plate full of
Has he
fixins
selected
for you.
this?
Just call it.
I'm geeking out. Let's see it.
Take a look-see.
That is true.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Ah.
Now wrap it up with a tagline.
Well, you're in luck.
He's not even here and
that's
he's
how it's
preaching
done,
to us.
everybody.
Help this broken man. I like that one. Vernon, you can't hear me, but well done. Where Brenda? Please choose an option on your device now.
I'm incredibly grossed out by this.
Well, I've got the fix. I call it.
You've got my interest tingling.
Oh dear.
Well, looky here.
Well, slap my butt and call me Cornelius.
Go
All that's missing is the
away.
tagline.
Here
Go.
we go. And scene.
Go away, Donald. Go. Shoo.
I'm incredibly grossed out by this.
Well, I've got just the thing. It's called.
I'm with you. Let's see it.
Well,
Ha.
take a look, silly.
Social media
Take
trending.
that,
Oh, no.
Screw it up with some lame tagline.
Get ready.
And scene.
Oh dear.
I'm incredibly grossed
You know, there's
out
never a
by
boring
this.
time at youth.
Well,
This
I've
is what
got
I've
the
learned.
solution. It's simply called.
Let's see that drawing.
Let me show you.
Whoa.
Whoa!
This is a tagline.
Let's see it.
What a drawing.
And that's how it's done, everybody.
I like the drawing.
All right.
There was a younger,
now
slimmer
it's time to
Donald.
pick your favorites, but let's raise the stakes, shall we?
So this is
We're
time
going
for
to
the
give you
audience
more
vote
money
for
to
your winner.
invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck.
Some strong contenders. And I think the standard of drawing went up this round, so well done to all remaining in the building. Did you just copy and paste that one? Did you just save it to camera roll?
No
Save
hurry,
yourself
but
some
that's
effort.
half your time.
See ya.
Not to rush you, but the clock's a ticking.
See you guys. The moment of truth. Strong,
Way to
well
go.
done. Strong invention. I would actually patent that. You could definitely make some money with that.
Not even close.
Wow.
Ooh, a swing and a miss. So sad.
Good drawing.
Close, but no cigar.
Maybe next time.
The spiritual people voted for that one.
Sorry, Charlie.
There you have
That's
it. So
it.
the winner was
Congratulations.
Shamiso.
You really have the gift of invention.
Now for some bad
Congratulations,
news. You
Shamiso.
might have missed the print on the flyer that
She did
grants
that well.
us the
She's gonna
rights to
walk out
any
the
and
building.
all inventions
Well done.
created here today.
Yeah, it was
See
on
you
the back.
guys.
Sorry.
But thanks for making us rich.
See ya.
Patently stupid.
See ya.
That's what they say. If you've got an idea, hey, just tell us today.